Thomas Taylor is the founder and CEO of Growing Up Without a Father. This is Mr. Taylor's story. So wherever I say I, make sure you understand this is Mr. Taylor's story. In '85, I was 18 years old and needed money for my senior prom. I don't know if it was because I turned 18 and now I was officially a quote-unquote man, but my mother, amazed that she would offer the father I never knew as a solution. But I took her advice and found him. I met and talked to him for the first time in my life, and he gave me the money for the prom. But most importantly, he gave me back a piece of myself that had been missing for 18 years. Many years went by, and although he never denied me, he never came to find me. He had his own family in Brooklyn, New York, and I was part of his difficult past. To me, however, he was the key to my future. I'd been so adrift for so much of my life that I yearned to connect with him. In '94, I was applying for a corrections officer position at Rikers Island in New York. I had all of my paperwork completed and was simply handing it all in to complete the process. That's when my life changed. I was informed that my last name was actually an alias. Essentially, I was told that I was an imposter. You see, for 27 years, I had been using the last name Searles, the last name of my mother's ex-husband, not the last name of my real father, Taylor, which was on my birth certificate. I was told that I needed to petition the courts to legally keep my mother's ex-husband's name. If I did not have the legal documents necessary, I would not be able to begin my job. As I went through the motions to obtain these documents, my soul was telling me, don't do it. In '94, I decided to legally change my last name to Searles. It was almost 20 years later, 1985, that I reconnected and spoke to my real father. I found out that his name was Thomas Taylor Jr. So at 38 years of age, married with 2 children, I legally petitioned the court again to change my name to Thomas Taylor III. It was an arduous task, but as each document came back identifying me as Thomas Taylor III, I felt as though pieces of myself were given back to me, filling me up and making me whole. Thus began my long journey on a bumpy road to find out more about my father, to reclaim who I rightfully was. Our relationship is solid now. I met my grandfather, who was 96 years old before he passed away, and my other siblings. I even see a bit of myself in my father's smile, a smile that he has just for me. I never did take that job as a corrections officer. With my rightful name, my dreams became clearer and bigger